today we turn our attention to a question on the minds of many Nigerians, and it is, can new political parties rescue us as Nigerians from the circle of failed and bad leadership? Now, for decades, millions have placed their hopes in the APC, PDP, and, APDC and all the other parties, only to be met with dashed promises, deepening poverty and worsening insecurity. And now the frustration is boiling over. Just recently, reports emerged of a new political coalition, the Allied Democratic Alliance, ADA, reportedly being championed by some political heavyweights, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, ex-Kaduna Governor Nasir El-Rufai, Chief Rotimi Amechi, former Senate President David Mark, and also has Chief Akin Anderson Ricketts as its per-time chairman. Now, maybe, but in politics, survival often makes unlikely alliances possible. The emergence of ADA comes at a time when many Nigerians, especially the youth, are asking, is it time to abandon the old order? Can a new political platform truly change the country's direction? Or is this just another phase of the same political class with a new name? As food prices rise, insecurity spreads, and trust in leadership continues to decline, we ask you, new political parties, is this a solution to our failing leadership in Nigeria? So pick up your phone, share your thoughts, call in, and let's hear what it is you have to say. Is it still, are we still recycling? You heard the names, so I believe it has already answered itself. I mean, we find ourselves recycling the same politicians since 1999. What exactly is happening? Do we need new political parties, or we need new politicians who are not just politicians but are leaders that should put the people first, put the nation
have
first,
Nigeria's best interest at heart? And sometimes when you look at it, you would ask yourself, is it that it is just the same snake or with the same body but different heads sprouting out? That is just a question to be asked, due to the fact that at the end of the day, they are coming from, before the same political party, political ideology, and all that trajectory, and then spreading out at the end of the day. We have our first caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Lilian.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling us.
Yeah, how are you doing this morning?
Fine, thank you. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Chijoke. I'm calling from Soka.
Good morning, Chijoke. Thank you for joining us. Now, go ahead with your thoughts.
Thank you. Well, obviously, we all know that the problem of this country is not about political parties. It is about the politicians. Because I think most of our politicians, they don't have an ideology. They just pick names for naming sake. The People's Democratic Party, All Progressive Congress. How progressive is the Progressive Congress, and how democratic is the Democratic Party? I think basically our problem has to do with leadership, and the late literary icon Chinua Achebe captured it so simply in his book, The Problem with Nigeria, The Trouble with Nigeria, Problem of Leadership. Most politicians we have, they come into politics unprepared for leadership. So they see politics as a shortcut or a short route to making easy money. Because in Nigeria, we lack strong institutions. So they go there, loot the treasury, and then jump ship, join another party, the ones they will call safe haven, so that they will escape prosecution and litigations and stuff like that. So this issue of even the old political parties, I wonder how many people that can count up to 10 of the already existing political parties, and we're talking about registering new ones. And of course, the people that are registering new ones, why are they registering new ones? What has gone wrong with all the platforms, the political platforms they have been in all this while? Because they have been sidelined in the scheme of things, they want to be relevant. So they want to look for alternative platforms to be relevant. And of course, it's not going to change anything, because it is not easy. No matter what they do, it's the same vicious cycle. They keep recycling all these old faces and people that don't have anything really to offer to Nigeria. So, as far as I'm concerned, the issue of registering new political parties is not the way forward. We should, reflect, deeper and really see if these politicians are really ready for leadership. What are they coming there to do? Do they have the interest of the people at heart, or do they have the interest of their pockets at heart? So that's the critical question we should be asking. It's not, we've seen them in PDP, all these guys that are now trying to form a coalition or whatever. We've seen them in PDP, we've seen them in APC. What did they do? Literally nothing. Nigeria has not improved. The condition of the average person in the country has not improved. So, of course, they are just storytellers. They don't have anything to offer us.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Chijioke there. He has made mention of, party ideologies, which is something we've spoken about severally. The fact that you find politicians comfortably cross-carpeting from one party to another explains the fact that, where exactly is their party ideology? What do they stand by? If you have your own values and what you stand by, you wouldn't want to join another party just because it's a ruling party or because there are certain things that favor you in that party.
You would continuously uphold it.
Exactly. So now, having new political parties, since 1999, we've had PDP and APC recycle the same leadership, jumping ship from one party to another. The 2023 elections
changing names and changing faces.
2023 now saw the emergence of Labour Party, a third force coming into the political dynamics in Nigeria, and it kind of gave a different face and outlook. Giving Nigerians hope that just maybe there might be, a third political party that would make a difference. Not necessarily the candidate, but the fact that there was another option in the pool of same kind of political parties.
I believe at that point it was Labour Party and then NNPP,
yes.
New Nigeria People's Party. So at that time, those were the two emerging, but then LPA was more predominant at that particular point. I think we have another caller on the line. I don't believe, okay.
Good morning, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Gospel, calling from Benue State.
Good morning, God's Power. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yeah, really, I think that our challenge now, we need divine intervention, well, not talking of the party, and talking of in good faith. How do you even align it? That the old faith coming with capacity to give new one. It's just irreceptive. It's just trying to step this off, going for personal interest. All the phrases I've seen are from Daybreak. And so, after the president, let's see the podcast, right home, go back to me.
All right, please do well to call back, and we hope you find a place with, a better reception so we could get to hear you better. If I could pick up from what he said, there was still an aspect of recycling the same political leaders we have. Now, 2027 is around the corner. Nigerians need another option. But would Nigerians be ready to jump on a third force that still has the same face of recycled leadership? Or should they be pushing, instead of pushing for opening the opportunity for political parties, should they be pushing for independent candidacy, giving individuals the opportunity to run without the platform of a political party, but will still stand a chance to be, on the ballot?
No. I think we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ogazi. Good morning, Hauwa. This is Shetima calling from Maiduguri.
Yes, Shetima, good morning. Thank you for calling us. How is Maiduguri this morning?
Maiduguri, alhamdulillah. Maiduguri is cool and able to speak.
All right, Shetima, go ahead with your thoughts.
And the new political party can be a solution to our falling leadership. Yes, it will be. But the truth of the matter is, we have to, this new political party that will form with manifesto. The fundamental problem that we have with the existing political parties now, they don't have manifesto. Even if they have it, we didn't see it. We are just voting people into power without plans of what to do, without concrete confidence or a promises on what they will do to us. We just voted them into power based on ethnic background and geographical location, which is very, very wrong. We have to choose a person who will occupy the leadership based on what he will do and what he promised to us. And we have to follow him bumper to bumper. Make sure that the promises that he made, he has delivered it. And what will surprise you is, I don't know what political parties are they operating in Nigeria. What type of political parties are we operating? Some of you who come and register under political party, God voter his breath, he becomes the number one citizen in the state or in the nation. He will emerge the power that even the chairman of the party doesn't have. You will see a chairman of the party bending down for the president or the governor, which is very, very wrong. A chairman of a political party is a father in that party. He is the one that will call the attention of either the governor or the president if he is going astray. He is doing wrong. He will call him to order. Look, this is not our manifesto of our party. This is what we have asked you to do. This is our promising with the people. But don't divert. Do something good. But why not doing that in Nigeria? As far as passing in that the seat of power, it has become a small God. He can do and do, and he will go scot free, which is very, very wrong. So if any party that will come, let me go with a rich manifesto. With a rich manifesto. So that we can make change in this country. As long as these existing political parties, if they don't have anything to offer, let them be scrapped. Let another party come. So that's the only thing that we can have sanity. And the problem is not with the candidate. And also is the system. If somebody you have been monitoring him, you have a boss of law, bring him down, he must follow. If they want that position. So that's the only thing I think he can bring sanity to the political side, to the politics and politicking in this country. So we will not accept any party that just to come in the room of political party. We want that party to come with a rich manifesto, what they will do and what they will deliver to the people. And we have to join hands and vote them into power to make sure that what they have promised, they have delivered it. Oh, that's my take this morning. Thank you so much, and a nice day.
Thank you very much, Shetima. You know, I like how Shetima always ends the conversation, holding the government accountable and charging citizens to do the right thing. Nigerians expect a lot from people who have come out to say they want to be leaders. But what kind of leaders are we looking for?
Absolutely.
Even as a society, what kind of leaders are we producing? Because that technology will stem from the society. So with creating new political parties, would it give options or would it just be the same old news? Looking at the ADC, we still have Atiku. We still have Verify. These are people who have been contesting for political seats since 1999. They've either been a senator or a governor or a two-time governor.
They've
been
in the
helm of
political
affairs.
scenes.
So we're looking at Amsini Hedio Hade. He was a one-time governor. So it's like we're recycling the same people. Are we really making a difference?
Absolutely.
Let's hear from the next caller. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. How is the family?
Fine, thank you. Tell us.
I'm calling from Makodi.
Okay, your name?
My name is Emmanuel.
Good morning, Emmanuel. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Thank you. You see, this issue we are having, the formation of this new party, basically you watch people involved out of aggression, out of annoyance and other things. if there should be a reason for these people, one unity for one call for the progress of the country. But we check out now, this is for opposition team. And the whole of this issue is not the solution to what we are facing now. Putting our heads together for one solution, for one goal is what we need to do. Not bringing people from all the people that have been agreed, all the people that have their issues, begin to segregate themselves and form another thing. We're still going back to a ditch where we are. So let it be built on the basis of, okay, this is a coalition, this is this, and the government is doing well. They should watch, the government should know that these people are watching them. So it's also a process. It's a good thing for the government that people are against what they are doing if they are doing wrong. There are people watching them. But the people watching them, what is their motive? Is their motive for good or is their motive for avengers? So that's what I see. The people I see there are people of integrity, but I see these are people that have aggression in them. It's not things to come to do for continuity. So how long can we continue? If they come to do like that, they act like that, they come to do, another people will come against them and say they will come from their own foundation again.
All right, Emmanuel.
Thank you for your contribution, Emmanuel. And when you look at it, it just keeps on going back to the same thing that people are continuously complaining about. It seems like everyone is just they're just the recyclables, as I once said. But then at the end of the day, as Tima said, you have to drop everything, drop all prejudice and stereotype, and look at the person that you are putting in charge and responsible of your affairs and welfare, and make sure that they are capable of just making sure that everything is done accordingly. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I believe we lost the caller. All right, we still have the caller here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Olugunga Fale.
Good morning. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us through your phone?
I've moved the volume. Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
This morning is very interesting. And I want to say that that is not with all the political parties in Nigeria, but the ideology of each political party differs, and the intention of each political party differs. And the politicians know which one among the political parties they like before they join them. So now for them to form another political party, to me it is a waste of time, a way of deceiving the electorates, and a way of dividing the electorates. There are some people, whether we like it or not, that God has destined them, they can never rule Nigeria. There are people that God has destined that they can never be governor of a state. There are people that God has destined that can never be chairman of local government. They can never be at the leadership position. But these are the set of people that are going around from political party, they come from political party to another, and because of their personal ambition, because of their selfish interest. I'm not a politician, and I don't pray to be any. But the truth must be told.
Your network, it seems like your reception is bad. You're breaking at intervals, and we're finding it difficult to make meaning to what you're saying. So do you mind maybe stepping to a place with a better reception and then calling us back so we could get to hear you? I mean, that is where communication happens. We want to hear your voice, but it's not happening because of the bad reception. To those who are trying to call in, do well to keep trying to call in. And you could also send messages on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp lines are open. Please do not call or send voice notes. Please send a message on WhatsApp. Send your opinion on WhatsApp. There's a second number displayed on your screen. The question still stands: new political parties, is this a solution to failing leadership? Send your messages in and we will take them before the show wraps up. Let's hear from the next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Daniel, calling from Adamu.
Good morning, Daniel. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Kudos to the person in the background picking our course. You did a very good job, number one. When we talk of new political party formation, the truth of the matter is not, as other callers said, is not our problem now. Because these political parties actually do not have ideology. What kind of ideology they are talking about? Is it corruption ideology or ideology to stick in power? No. I suggested this thing before. The idea of two political party systems is the best for this country. Let all of them fight in two systems. If you think I'm moving from one to the other one, it will give you a better result. Yes, go to the other one. If you think you want to shift from, let them fight there, just like what happened during SDP and LRC. They don't have ideology. They're all thinking about their pockets. In the First Republic, the NPC ideology is all about promoting the interests of the modern Nigeria, which was practically seen in those days. If you go to the actual group of you look at, he was promoting the Western ideology, promoting free education, which you see physically today. In Nigeria today, because of our ideology of action group, you discover that most of the educated people come from the Western country of Nigeria. So that's the talk. See, the best way, even when the National Assembly are trying to do now, and then they try to amend the Constitution. If you check now, the issue of political party, that formation of political party is not there, which is critical. And they will not do it, because that is where they fetch their food from. I call for national conference to come and sit down and do the amendment, just as what Jonathan was trying to do years back. So that they should amend this thing based on what Nigerians want, not what they want in the National Assembly. Because all of them are politicians, they have the same feather, which they fly together with. So, if you look at any of the political party, you will discover that some people from the political party to get the ticket which the federal government normally gives at the end of, or at the beginning of every election. Because there's money voted for that to each political party. So some are turning to a business as if the shop be open. When the election comes out, they just make money from it and relax. So my take is, please, they should go back to two-party system. Let's see how it will happen. Because what they are doing, when somebody is not in government today, he will attack the government in bad way. With due respect, His Excellency, the former governor of Kaduna, in fact, I believe that he is in this government. I believe 100% he will not go against the government. So, all those things are pocket issues. Thank you. Let me stop there.
Thank you very much for your call there. Do well to call in. Send us your messages and we'll take them shortly. But the question still says, political crisis, is it a solution? In addition to that, I would say if today we have a new political party that has stated its ideology clear with a trusted candidate, not a recycled one, would Nigerians vote for it, or would they still fall back to the old familiar faces they know and still, fall victims to money politics?
In the front lines, the most notable political parties are APC and PDP and probably LP, and now I would say SDP. But you would understand that we have 18 registered political parties in Nigeria. What is happening with the rest of the political parties? Who are involved in those political parties, and why are they not at the front lines? That Nigeria needs more political parties to be registered, for them to have another platform for them to air, their political views and objectives. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Thank you very much. I will keep a long time waiting for you. I'm coming from Benue State.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
My name is Ishaku.
All right, good morning, Ishaku. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Thank you. Two beautiful sisters from Nigeria. Thank you. I wouldn't have commented this morning, but I have to comment because I had someone person saying that there are people that are destined not to be even a local government chairman. Please and please, if your house is leaking, will you not change the deal? How can we live in a house that is leaking and we are not comfortable if it is raining? And then somebody will not tell us we should not come another party. The matter is, it is not the problem of party who is going to come out and be a flag bearer. That is what we want to hear. We can't continue living in a house that is leaking now. Thank you very much. Thank you. That is my contribution today.
Thank you very much, Isiaka. You know, he has said no problem from the political parties, but who is going to be the flag bearer? We can't keep recycling. You know, if this, I don't think these big politicians get it. If they put their heads together with the money and resources and passion they say they have for the better Nigeria, and they front a candidate who Nigerians would vote for because that candidate has proven to be a good person in other sectors across the country. I wouldn't want to mention it, but you know that they know the kind of people they will flag that would be fair to Nigerians and will not fall for the kind of politics they want. But they wouldn't put those, they wouldn't do that. They still want to contest over and over again. We had the last one, I said that somebody are never destined to rule Nigeria and they should just step aside and let other people rule. It's about time. The world is changing, the world is evolving. We're still having insecurity, we're still having issues with education.
Things that are not supposed to still be on the table and discussed at this particular moment. Intercommunal clashes, you know, as you said, insecurity going on, food insecurity, our inflation, our economy, and things like that, and the technological advancement, that there are things that, you know, probably a youth being propelled and put on that platform would do better and understand the way the world is going and the trajectory it's going, and then put Nigeria on that particular, you know, road as well. But then we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling. Good morning. Tell us your name.
My name is Idris Abubakar from Adamu State.
Good morning, Idris. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, my own, my way I think is in this country because I'm over 70 years now. So, I lose confidence in all these politicians. I prefer the military to come back. Because all these things that I see, I have no hope on them anymore again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was short and precise. He has given his own opinion.
All right, let's take our WhatsApp messages. As you know, his opinion is that the military should come back, but we're not praying for that. Democratic system is what should be in Nigeria and in any nation that is progressive. We have the first WhatsApp message from Usman Santuraki from Jimeta, Yola, Adamawa State. He says, good morning, Daybreak anchors. The forming of new political parties is not the solution to failing leadership in this country. Those behind the new parties are the same people from the parties already in existence. It's just like old wine in a new bottle and nothing will come out of it except egocentric by the people in the new party. Thank you very much, Usman, which is the same thing we've been saying over and over again.
Everyone is complaining about the recyclables. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, how are you? This is from
All right, go ahead.
I want to do the conversation, and for me, I would like to look at this perspective.
Okay, please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us through your phone? Or we might have to let you go and give room for other people.
Yes, you see, the same circumstances matter. And then the participation solutions that will solve those situations. Presently, what Nigeria is grappling with economic hardship. People are not really finding it easy to live the normal life that they used to. So if new political party is going to be a solution that will bring good governance, for people to really have their lives in a way that is palatable, then definitely to have people spend happy with their lives. And then because the situation now is that people are clamoring, for change. And if that new political party is going to about that change, then so be it. And the issue of the factor, I think we should not going to be looking at the factor in a negative way. Because society is not all about it's a play of so many different ages. There is no way you can exclude youth, and the old, and the very old the policies of government. So as far as helpful, I think we found that the people that we knew before now that could have instead of question that the way and manner they live this country. Because we are observing what is happening right now, so if they are political leadership, definitely with society becoming more aware, of governance, as we say, trying to hold leaders accountable, even if they want to continue with their own way, the system will check them. So for me, the political party is the solution to the present situation that Nigerians are in, and the clamor for change is going to bring that, so be it. And exactly with the I don't see any problem with that as long as have the
All right, thank you very much there for your thoughts. Let's get back to our WhatsApp messages as we take the next message there from Baba Jalingo. He says, do they have any other option? The government has hijacked all other opposition political parties and the attitude of INEC is not friendly, says Baba Jalingo. Thank you very much there for your message this morning.
All right, for the next message we have, the next one is from Zaya from Akure. It says, in my opinion, issue of independent candidacy is not good for this country because the person will be the alpha and omega, nobody to check. Check and balance between governance and party is what political parties stand for. But since the time of Olusegun Obasanjo, who was a soldier in civilian uniform, changed the narratives where the executive usurped the power of party, legislature, and judiciary. So the solution is to go back to how our founding fathers played politics of political leader, checkmating people in a government.
All right, the next message we have this morning is from John from Abuja. John says, good morning, Trust TV. I support the coalition and formation of a new party to dismantle the APC and its administration because they have deceived Nigeria and Nigerians since 2015 to date. They absolutely have nothing to offer Nigeria. A new political party should be formed and dismantle them. Thank you very much, John, there for your thoughts.
All right, I think we'll take a last one from Mubarak Isa Abubakar in Jos. He said, good morning. The new parties are largely led by defectors from either the APC or the PDP, raising concerns that they may perpetuate the same corrupt practices. This suggests they are not a definitive solution to Nigeria's failing leadership. For these parties to succeed, they must develop clear ideologies, build sustainable structures, and prioritize civic education without risk becoming mere extension of the flawed system. For now, they represent a demand for change rather than a guaranteed remedy. Thank you. Mubarak from Jos.
All right. I believe those are we have this morning, and those are the calls we've taken this morning. To everyone who took their time out to call in, we say a big thank you. We hope that Nigerians have spoken on the issue, and we hope that Nigerians will wake up when it's time 2027 to vote. Those who put their issues, or those who put the issue of Nigerians at the front burner of their campaigns, those who campaign based on issues, and those who truly have the integrity to steer the nation to the right path.